might be drizzling, but we are happy because we are on our way once again to see my good friend Dr. Martin Brown. In case this is the first time you've ever watched an encounter like this, me and Martin go back a long way, all the way to Bradford University, where he was studying pharmacy and I was doing social sciences, and we ended up sort of in the same halls, and we met through one of the local churches there. We stayed in contact ever since, although because he lives now in Sheffield, and I live in Harrogate, because he's obviously now a trained pharmacist, so he works in the hospital there. Meeting up is a little bit of an arse, because we live so far away. So we usually meet up maybe once or twice a year. And usually we have done it where I go visit him, and then he visits me, blah 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 blah. But occasionally we decide to meet in a location which is neutral. So we're going to Leeds today to meet Martin Brown, and it's about 10:15 now. Our bus leaves at about 10 past, so that we can be there at 11, and I still have to get some money out and breakfast. Right, so I've got £20 out ready, but we're in a little bit of a quandary as to where to have breakfast, because of course Greggs isn't open on a Sunday. So there's two places. There's the little shop down the road that sells sandwiches, but it's extremely expensive. You're talking like £4 for a sandwich. I don't think so. Or there's the good old Golden Arches. I think I might actually. I might have a McMuffin sandwich. Cheaper, and I've got to be cost effective. Well, I've got to be quick as well, really, because I've got to get to the bus station. So I'm going to have a McDonald's for breakfast. So I'm here at the bus station. It's already filling up, and I've just had a text from Martin, in fact, to tell me that he would like to have breakfast in Wetherspoons inside the train station. So could we meet there? Which is fine. I don't mind having a second breakfast, particularly if he's paying. But it does mean that I might be a bit late, because obviously I'm coming in by bus, because we were going to meet at the bus station. So I'll have to walk across town to get to the train station, and I don't know if that will make me a bit late or not, so I've warned him, but it looks like we're going to have a second breakfast in Wetherspoons, which should be nice. Can't wait. My bus should be here in 10 past. So in about 8 minutes. Bus was late, and now we're 10 minutes late. It was 20 past leaving rather than 10 past. So we're 10 past arriving rather than the hour. And now I have to walk through the centre of Leeds to get to Wetherspoons, where we're having breakfast. It'll be at least another 5 minutes. I'll be lucky if it's this side of 15:15. Still, that's Sunday service for you on the buses. So this is the Leeds Market. As you can see, it's mostly closed. Not surprising on a Sunday. Right. Let's hope Martin's enjoying his breakfast. It's Christmas come early for my birds. this year, partly because it's so cold. I think they need it. This is the first gift I have. This gift is for Mike and Bonnie. It's sold as a Christmas decoration, and what it is it's a cone of cardboard, which my birds love to basically chew through and destroy, and it's coated in feathers. Now these feathers don't feel or look like they've been treated to me, which is all right because the birds don't eat them anyway. But the finches will play with their own feathers when they drop out, or the feathers of the other bird in the cage. So I thought this would make an interesting gift for them, because they will slowly destroy it, eat through the cardboard, play with the feathers, and probably also sort of sit inside it, because it's a cone, and if you turn it upside down, you see, you can probably get a bird to go inside there, because they're only small. So I'm going to give this to them. This is their Christmas present. I do have £10 allocated each month to spend on the upkeep of my birds. A lot of times this goes into the material needed to reline the cages, and the food needs for them, which aren't great. So I always have a little bit of money left over, and then sort of at least once, if not maybe more, times a year, I will sort of buy them a gift in some way, and this is their Christmas gift. So for Bonnie and Mike, we've got this. I'm going to put it in the cage now and see how they react to it. Bonnie is already trying to pull the the feathers off the cardboard. Now they're stuck on, so it's going to take her quite some time, but she will start to get pretty frustrated, and then you'll see her really pulling at it. She's also a bit nervy because she knows that I'm recording, but needless to say, I think that's going to be a Christmas present that she is going to enjoy for quite some time. Now the present for Jens and Wyman is going to be something that was actually quite expensive. Jens used to love his pacifier, and I haven't been able to find a pacifier with hair for ages, so I tried to put this, and they don't really play with it, that long thing hanging down there. So I've got one of these. Now it's a little sort of thing with paper coming off they can shred. Jens will absolutely love it. Wyman, who knows. It is, however, on a very long cable, so I'm probably going to remove the pacifier in there and hang it down here, because Jens spends time on the cage floor, and he's bound to sort of bang into it when it's down there, because I think it's going to be too long. To the little attachment bit is too long. You can see here it's quite long, that. So I'll put it up and see what happens. So there's the gift there. The Wyman's okay perched on the perch next to it. So they're evidently not too afraid of it, despite their size. It's funny because back in the spring of this year when I gave them a big ball, they were petrified for a long time of it, wouldn't go anywhere near it, but Wyman doesn't seem to mind sitting in very close proximity to that. So it's going to be a while before they find that, I think. Jens knows something is going on, which is why he's sitting bolt upright, but he hasn't quite figured out what's new yet. So maybe when he does, I'll be able to record that and show it at a later time, I think. But I know that they love destroying things, and this little paper roll thing, which you can get refills for, I hasten to add, is something that they will no doubt eventually find and enjoy. And my last gift is to Jojo, and this is actually more a practical one. The birds that really get upset by cold weather are canaries. You can tell that Mike's quite happy at having received his gift, because he won't stop singing now, even though he doesn't know what to do with it. Now, actually, Jojo hasn't been affected by the cold yet. But this is basically, well, you can see on the picture, it's a little sort of house for them. It's quite woolly and warm. My major concern with this is Jojo is more likely to pick it apart from the outside than actually sit inside it. But I'm thinking that if I put it in there and it does get cold, he might get the idea. Probably won't, knowing him, and he'll just destroy it. But I think it's worth a shot, so I'm going to see how that works, see how that plays.